So if you want to break out of prison, the number one required step is first recognizing that you're in prison. And this little series of videos I'm calling Jailbreak Yourself. And it's about getting out of the patterns and prisons that we find ourselves in on a regular basis, oftentimes without our conscious awareness that we're engaging in those processes. And so today's video is going to be about patterns and pattern interrupts and some of the easy ways of changing your behavior. My name's Chris Swift from White Rabbit Hypnosis. You can find me at whiterabbithypnosis.com. And I want to share this idea today about pattern interrupts. And so when we find ourselves in some kind of a problematic behavior pattern, oftentimes it's become the point that it's out of our conscious awareness, that we're automatically reaching for a phone or a snack or bringing up the internet browser or some other type of behavior that's just become automatic. You might remember a time when you were driving on the road, a familiar route, and you just kind of spaced out, but you still wound up at your destination somehow. What the heck was that? Well, it's something that our brains do all the time. They take complicated tasks and simplify them and automate them and create habits. Some of these habits we want, some of these habits we don't want. So for habits that we don't want, one of the best ways of breaking them is by returning conscious awareness to you, the person taking those actions. And one of the best ways of doing that is by jamming up the usual pattern. So, if you usually keep your phone off to the side and the phone is one of your problems, what if you put it off to the other side? Or in your bag, or in a drawer? So that when you went to reach for it, it wasn't where you expected it to be. And that prompts automatically a moment of choice, where you can choose to get that thing and play with it or not. Similarly, with the internet browser, what if you change your homepage to be something that jars your process, something that interferes with your usual process? What if you change the place that you stored a snack? I'll steal this idea from James Clear of Atomic Habits. What if you unplugged the TV and only sat down and plugged it in to watch something when you knew what it was that you wanted to watch, when you could name the program, when you could choose it rather than just automatically putting it on and just finding something? So whatever your choice of thing to space out on, whatever habit might be in the way of you living a more optimal life, if such a thing is part of your experience and you want to break out of that, consider introducing a pattern interrupt. Consider changing how you would normally access that thing to put you back in a position of choice. Now, being in a position of choice doesn't automatically mean you're going to make the right choice. It just stacks the deck a little more in your favor. And so I'm going to be releasing a whole bunch of little tips and tricks, things I've picked up from 30 plus years of stealing tricks from this self-help world, and teach you how to put these things in place. The focus initially is going to be on taking action. So procrastination and taking action are going to be some of these first videos that we're getting into. If there's something specific you'd like me to address, go ahead and leave it in the comments, send me a message or whatever, and we'll get some of this stuff together. These are to help you all and to give you a sense of what it is I do. So if there's something more I can do to help you on a more one-on-one basis, you can reach out to me and I'll be glad to set you up with whatever resources we both decide are in your favor. So once again, I'm Chris Swift over at White Rabbit Hypnosis, whiterabbithypnosis.com. Feel free to reach out to me. Let me know what you thought about this. The next video is going to be on state management, because most of the things we do to feel a certain way. In fact, most might be an understatement. So in order to feel a certain way and to be in control of how you feel, check out the next video. And I'll be glad to share these little secrets with you. Wishing you all the best out there in this crazy world. Looking forward to our next encounter. Be seeing you.